Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at something that I thought was pretty neat. I think these have been out for a while, but I picked up a set and I thought we'd take a look at them. And what they are is a neat take on socket adapters. These utilize magnets and suck the socket adapter to the socket. And from best I can tell, these are made in Taiwan. Okay, now these are made by the PNEUMATIC Corporation, and we're going to take a look at the three that come in this set, plus the additional 3/4 to 1 inch. So what we have is an adapter. This is 1/4 to 3/8. It's their part number 938RA. If you want to get them individually. And really all you do is you take a 1/4 inch ratchet, stick it on it. Now the thing is, this doesn't have a pin detent, so it can come off relatively easily. I wish that's one thing they had on them, is the little grind in them for the pin detent to work with your ratchets. These are impact rated, so a hog ring actually does kind of grab onto this relatively well. But what you can do is you can just stick this right onto your 3/8 socket, and now you have a reasonably decent adapter. These magnets hold it fast. Now, it's not a strong hold on the 1/4 inch one, but it holds it well enough that you can get everything to stay put. Now, these old Craftsman sockets have a pretty aggressive lead-in chamfer, so that's one of the things that you'll see. If the sockets have a lead-in chamfer like that, it's going to be hard for these magnets to grab. But now if we go to their other adapter, the 3/8 to 1/2, and we try and nest them together, it sets a little bit better with the magnet. You can still pull it out relatively easy. The 1/2 inch or the 1/4 to 3/8 magnets really aren't super strong on these, and we'll take a look at how many Gauss they are in a minute. So that's the 1/4 to 3/8. Let's take a look at the 3/8 to 1/2. Same basic thing here. You have a little bit more grab with the ball detent, but it is not hollowed out. And our 1/2 inch drive, and this is an 1.25 inch socket. It's not falling off. I have to get pretty rough with it to get it to fall off. But again, you have this lead-in chamfer here, so the magnets aren't making super good contact, but you can also see these are fairly small. Let's go into their 3/8 or 1/2 to 3/4 tool, and you can see these magnets just aren't holding super strong. So that's something that you can see with the smaller sizes, they don't particularly hold the best. Now, let's go to, you can see this 1/2 to 3/4 has some decent sized magnets on it. Let's get our 1/2 inch ratchet on there. And again, I can pull that off because it doesn't have the detent for that. But now that sets on there pretty good. And the ratchet's what falls off. That is set on there very well. It's actually pretty hard to get out of there. Even though the 3/4 socket also has that lead-in chamfer, you can see here it requires quite a bit more force, and that sucks in pretty good. So now when you get to the 1/2 to 3/4, you're starting to get something pretty decent. Now, I was unable to get to my 1 inch sockets to show how this goes on, but you get the idea. This has 4 of those magnets. That is not going to be easy to get off. That'll set very well. Same thing, no spot for a ball detent, but that is in there very well. Now, if we wanted to put the 3 together, they do, or there's 4 together, they do all nest in each other just fine. And they're nice and tight, honestly. They do not have a whole lot of slop to them. They have a little bit of relief on the edges, which we could probably see here on the 1-inch, the easiest. They just took the corners off them a little bit so they're not too, but they do set very nicely. Alright, so I said we were going to check the Gauss on these, and that's what we're going to do here. Here is the 1/4 to 3/8, and we'll just move it around a little bit to see where we can get the highest reading. I'm going to go with we're about 2800 Gauss on that. So 28 to 2900 Gauss on these small magnets, which is pretty strong, but you can also, they are set relatively flush with the tool. I don't know if we can focus on that. So they should be making a decent contact. Now the 3/8 to 1/2, we're going to see, best I can see here is in the 3700 Gauss. Let's see the other one here. There we get 3800 Gauss, a little bit of a 39. Let's go to the 1/2 to 3/4, and probably right in the middle of it's about where we want to be. That's right around 4300 Gauss, 44 to 4500 here probably. Yeah, 4400. So you can see there's a 4000 on that. This is just a larger magnet. These are pretty strong little magnets. It's just this one has a much larger surface area. And then this should be the same, that 4400. It looks like it's the same magnet they used everywhere. Interesting. Everything seems to be set with the poles the same way. So that's interesting. They're not alternating which way the magnet sits in here. That probably speaks to some sort of automated process setting these in here. And I'm not quite sure how they're set, if they're pressed or have some sort of adhesive in there holding them. I can see a little bit of gloss, but that could just be some oil that's in there. So here's a look at these socket adapters. These aren't the best that I've seen. The magnets I had a little bit higher hope for with these smaller sizes. But the advantage that these really have is they are very, very compact. And that, having a little bit of jankiness to it, that it doesn't necessarily hold the best, is really good, because sometimes you just need a really shallow adapter. Either you need to get a smaller ratchet head in, you don't need to turn it hard or anything like that, but you just need to get a smaller head in, and that gets you enough to get what you need. Obviously a 1/4 inch head you wouldn't want to really torque on, you could blow it up, but you get what I'm saying. If you have a tight area you need to get into, and if you don't have a lead-in chamfer like that, they might set a little bit better. And of course the paradox there is almost all sockets have that lead-in chamfer. So they should have maybe went a little wider with these, but I understand wanting to keep the form factor a little tighter. They could only do so much. The 3/4 adapter and the 1-inch adapter, I think these really hold well. They're reliant on the hog ring to catch. I wish they would have put a little bit of detenting in these, because then even the hog ring would catch a little better. But for a basic, fairly inexpensive tool that is a low profile, these might be something worthwhile having in the bag of tricks. Just don't expect the magnets to be overly robust and hold extremely well. I can flip that out of there just by its own weight. It doesn't hold the best. And that doesn't have any lead-in chamfer. You can just feel it's got some, and that's okay. Just don't have high expectations on them. Now I can see that they don't necessarily sit flush, if you can make that out, which may contribute to it not having the most strength. But either way, these magnets don't have the most stiction. When you get to the 3/4 to 1 inch and stuff like that, now they're going to stick into your sockets pretty well. But with all that said, for what they are, I don't think these are really that bad. I think they are what they are. They're a get you out of a tight spot and get something knocked loose tool, and for that, you're not really going to be flailing everything around. You're going to be kind of jammed into an intricate location. So I give them a little bit of a pass for that, because they really do meet that compact need to get fasteners loosened. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do you have these? Have you tried them? Are they frustrating? Have they saved the day? I think if you go into these knowing that they're going to be a little bit cantankerous to use, that they're not going to be as magnificent as slapping this 1/2-inch adapter into this 3/4 socket that requires some real force to remove, that really sets nicely. The smaller sizes do not set as nicely. So as long as you don't have that expectation and you recognize this is just here to kind of help everything stay together and not be completely sliding around, I think you're going to be happy with these. I don't think you're going to be too frustrated. If you're expecting this to all be locking, like you're locking ratchets, I don't think you're going to necessarily be very pleased with how these perform. They aren't locking, they are just there to kind of hold things in place. So let me know what you think. I thought they were interesting enough to give them a go. They're not super expensive to pick up, and for that thin profile, when you need it, it's one of those things. When you need it, you need it, and if it gets you out of trouble, it's well worth it. So as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.